People with disabilities, these people that really need dogs, are a population that has, significantly less access to those dogs. We're not employed at, the rate that the able-bodied and neurotypical folks are employed. Sit. Good girl. Yes. I have had a service dog now for about 6 years. Her name is Willow, and she is perfect. Okay. Willow is now almost 8 years old and is nearing retirement. So for the past year and a half or so, I have been in the process of trying to acquire a successor for her. And that has been incredibly challenging. Ready? Wait. Wait. Go. Service dog programs that might be able to help me, with a fully trained service animal. They are wildly expensive. Some are free and do the dog for donation, but those ones are rare. They are incredibly difficult to get into. The wait lists are years long. And then there's the matter of insurance. Insurance does not cover service dog. I don't know of a single plan that covers the expenses of a service dog fully, or mine doesn't even cover in part, despite the fact that my current service dog and my future service dog are, life-saving medical devices. I think it's really unfortunate to see the inequity in the service dog community, because there's no inequity in disability. It's not like, only rich people are disabled. That's not how it works. But it is how it works that the majority of people who are able to get a service dog are the ones who can afford it.
Okay, right. He said he'll be.
I ended up in a wheelchair in 2003, June 17th, with an injury of C1, C3 incomplete. I was on a bicycle and I went to go do a trick. When I did the trick, my back tire cased it, so I did a front flip over, and the bicycle turned and my neck slammed against the ground and shoulder, and I broke instantly. So from that moment, I was paralyzed and in a wheelchair. I've been hoping to get a service dog and wanted to get a service dog since the day I broke my neck at the age of 16, but I never really knew on how to go about it. Every path that I took to get a service dog, you had to either pay or they weren't as trained or qualified. So I've been waiting for a service dog for about 2 years, 2.5 years. Honestly, it felt like the longest 2 years of my life. I always had to depend on people, rely on someone, especially if I dropped something that was out of reach, or the apartment which I live in, it's not really handicap accessible. So to open and close the doors just to get out by myself, I need someone there to open the door, let me back in the building.
That's it. That's it. Good boy. Prescott, let's go.
Canine Companions has a 2-week training course. It's called Team Training, where at that point the dogs are fully trained. They're ready to become service dogs. We then have to train the people that have applied for a dog how to utilize their new assistance dogs.
Okay, on 3, we're going to stop at SIT. 1, 2, and 3.
Sit. Julian, sit.
Sit.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Nice.
Sit.
Nice job.
Our dogs are taught nearly 50 commands.
Bobo, so let's go.
Nice. We're going to shorten up that leash for you, huh?
Yeah. Good boy.
Some of the bigger commands that folks come to us because they need their dog to do them for them is picking up stuff they drop off on the ground. So get is that command.
Jay, get.
There was a party with that hairdryer. I could do
There
it.
you go. You got it. You got it.
So
Jay.
he's realizing how heavy it is.
You got it, Jay. You
He's
got
trying.
it. Come on, Jay. That's it.
Yep.
You got
Tell him, motivate him, and now just
Come on, good boy.
praise. Once he grabs it in his mouth, I want you to
Come on,
switch
Jay.
to praise.
You got it. You got it, Jay.
Praise.
You got it. Good boy.
We teach dogs tug. Tug tells the dog to grab on to a training tool that we call a tug strap. They grab onto it and they pull so they can open up doors and drawers and cabinets.
Tug. Good.
With the hopes of Prescott in my life and my service dog, he's going to assist me in getting out of my building, so I'll be able to go places by myself. I'll be able to go through stores and actually grab items. He'll be able to take out my wallet.
Nice job.
I'll have more freedom and independence that I haven't really had in the last 15 to 16 years when I broke my neck. Side.
Yeah. That was good. Go.
Good boy. That's it.
Yay, really nice.
I feel anxious and excited about going home. It's going to be a change because the last 2 weeks we were all under the supervision and the guidance of our instructors. So if we had any questions, we could always go to them.
Yes. Yeah.
Barbosa, get. That's it. There you go. That's it. That's it.
He's trying, you're right.
Get a big mouth.
Trying to figure it out.
There you go. There you go. You got it.
Oh!
Once we go home, it's going to be a different setting. It's going to be real, you know?